Hey folks, Jonathan here. Picked up a parts Gremlin for Gremlin X, and the door is definitely not perfect on it, but it'll work for what we need. We're gonna get it on there. We got us a back glass. Now it's got one in it, which is the same one, but it actually came with one. Got a transmission laying back there. I'm not sure what it's out of. This thing's got an old 3-speed in it. Just a parts car, and this is the got the 332 6-cylinder inline 6, and the radiator's gone, and so it's got a few parts. That's an extra air conditioning duct that goes underneath the dash, and there is a vacuum operated wiper. That's off something old. Never know what parts you're going to find in some of this stuff. Three more bumper jacks. I've got a slew of bumper jacks now for sure. That seems to be in good shape. Headlight bezel. Like an air filter. Definitely not for this thing. Well, it's definitely got some parts we can use. Well, it's got a mouse nest there. And there's the air cleaner with the 232 on it. But hopefully we'll maybe we'll get this door on here as soon as we can. And yeah, it looks like there's no problem to pull. Kind of hard to get to the bolts, but it won't be too bad. We'll get the door on it and get the back hatch glass on it, unless we can get it dried in to where it won't rain in it. But like I said, the door is I just did it on the inside some too, but it's definitely not a straight perfect door, and it's got a little bit, just a little bit of rust down there at the bottom, and you can see a little bit starting here. But the bottom of the door is solid, you know, on the inside. And another spare on the front. I don't know what it is with that, but at least that one's got the American Motor hubcaps on it. And this one's in, you know, fair shape, but it's a Gremlin X, and it's not a, or I don't have a title for it, so it's just a parts car. And it did have air conditioning. No power steering, no power brakes. And don't know about the engine. May or may not run. I don't think this one's been sitting quite as long as the other one. It might have, because the sticker's 88, but let me make sure and see if this was a 73. Yep, July of 73. The other one was made in 72, but it's a 73. I see a few differences, but I think it's just because this one's a regular Gremlin, the other one's a Gremlin X. And we may use a piece out of this roof. And this one, of course, it don't have the, somebody's already taken the spoiler off. I don't know, I didn't see it laying in there anywhere, which would be nice to have. And the Gremlin's missing off the cap, which we found the one for the other one. But I think we can work with it. We'll see if we can't get something together on it. I'm going to do a video on this, and we'll try to make it short because I don't have much battery on the camera. But decided to, for some reason. Anyway, we'll show you one of the problems I've had. And I've never had this one. This is our GMC Talk Pick, or 94. The one I'd put the DT466 in, and I've never had any trouble with the brake system on this, but a while back we had something go on, and I've had the internationals do this, but I've never had a one of the GMCs do it, or the GMC. This is the inner brake pad. As you can see, it's down to the metal. There's the outer. You can see it's pretty decent pad. And there's a new one, which is not much thicker than our outer pad. And what's happening is you're driving down the road, usually loaded, you hit the brakes, and the face of the shoe shears off, and then you're in a bad spot. And what happened with this one is, it was a ways away, the pad came off, the caliper come all the way out and stuck, and ruined the rotor. And you can see the caliper got hot and it's stuck out. So I've got a new caliper for it, and I'll show you the rotor. I've already got the new rotor on. You know, on these you got to pull the axle and pull the hub, and it's not real bad, but I'll show you. There is the rotor, which, as you can see, it just tore it up, and the outside is just like new, inside shot. But it happens every once in a while. But you know, there's something you can do, and usually we try to keep these in the truck. Something you can do to sort of stop this if it does happen. Now on this one, because the caliper had already stuck out, I don't think it would have mattered. But you can buy these at CarQuest, and they're not made for on-road use. They're only made to block the line when you change a caliper out. But if you have one wheel that messes up, if you got one of these in the truck, you can throw this on that line and it'll block the line off. And all it is it just crimps the line. Tighten it up with your fingers, but it'll block the line off enough to get you where you're going. And so far I haven't had any of them hurt the line. I guess if it was an older brake hose, it would maybe crush the inside, but haven't had any trouble with them. And of course I hadn't had to use them much either. But this is one way to safely get back when you're only going to lose one wheel brakes. And this truck here, it's been sitting for a while, and that's probably one of the reasons the brake shoe had messed up, because it was, you know, we don't use the same truck all the time, so sometimes these things get set for a while. I had to put a heater core in it too, which wasn't a problem. Got that done, so I'm gonna get this brakes finished up and get rolling on it. But I just wanted to show you that. I mean, just something that we run into, and you know, this is not a cheap fix. I mean, just for the caliper and the rotor and the brake pads, you know, you're looking at a couple $100 anyway. And you know, that's the way it goes though. But and like I said, the brake pads were good on this truck, and it's a shame because I haven't had any luck with returning them. You know, with it being a commercial and being a big truck, I don't think they warranty them like they do cars. And so, you know, you're sort of pissing in the wind with that. But anyway, I'm gonna get this thing back together so I can go back to using it some. Okay folks, we've got it all back together here except putting the wheels on. Got it bled, ready to go. Wanted to show you my jack too. I know some of you have seen this and seen the video on the build of it, but I'll put a link in the description of the build. Don't know that I could get by without it. Amazing to me. I mean, how good, how handy it is. But anyway, camera's getting ready to go dead. Show you real quick. I got this. This is the back half of that HD 3500, where I could get my hydraulic tank and toolboxes and stuff off, and get everything ready for. We're going to do a few videos on it, or a couple videos at least, and try to get it finished up. Still haven't painted the front of my truck, but it's the way it goes. And it looks like we'll probably be able to get quite a bit of work done through the Christmas holiday here, because one good thing about it is I do a lot of towing for garages, and they're not going to be open, so should give us some time to get a few things done and do a few videos. So appreciate everybody watching, and like I said, we'll get some more out. Bye.